Hi everyone, it's Miss Wisman here with your first video for Unit 9. If you remember, last unit we talked about circles, and so Unit 9 is the second part of circles where we're going to talk about chords, which were the segments that went from one side to the other of your circle, not necessarily through the center. And we're going to talk about segments like secants and tangent lines and things like that. So to start off this unit, we're going to start with the equation of a circle. You can graph a circle. You can graph one in Desmos, on paper, etc. And there's a special equation that we use to talk about a circle. And it's right here. This is our equation for a circle. It's on your formula sheets. You don't have to memorize this formula here, okay? So let's just look at the parts of this equation. So in this video, we're just going to talk about the parts of the equation, what it looks like, and all of that, okay? So if I'm looking at this equation, I see I've got an x and I've got a y, and I know what x's and y's are. They stand for points. And so on my circle, here's my x and y point. It's actually a point on my circle, okay? So the x and the y are representing a point on the circle. That's what those are. And we'll see what that looks like a little later on. Then you've got H and K. H and K are new. We've never seen those before. But the H and the K, if you look at our picture, are found right here in the center of my circle. Remember talking about central angles last unit? Well, now we're going to know specifically where that center of my circle is. And so the H is my x coordinate for the center, and the K is my y coordinate for the center. Okay, and so H and K just describe where my circle is centered, where that's around. And then lastly, we know what the letter R stands for. You've seen this many times before. R is the radius. R is my radius, but please take note, my radius has been squared in this equation. This is going to become in handy a whole lot. You're going to need to know that later. Okay, so my radius from the center of my circle out to the point on my circle, here's my radius right here. Okay, so this is just what the equation of a circle looks like. In the next video, we're going to talk about how to figure out where the center is and what the radius is of your circle when you're given the equation. We'll also talk about how to graph it.